everybody, and welcome back to another episode of iCraft. In this episode, we're going to keep building our castle, and we don't need this Halloween sign anymore because it is no longer Halloween. So, this hitbox is surprisingly low. Forgot that about banners. Anyway, so right away, we're going to get started with a time lapse so that we can build a little kind of like a pen or an animal pen for our animals so that they don't have to keep going in our castle and we can have room to build. So let's get that started right now. And now that that is done, you can see the little pen down there. So we are going to have to move all our animals down there from up in our castle. First things first, cows. We have just so many cows. It's going to be hard to bring them all, but I'm going to try my best. So, I finished moving over all my cows and sheep, but I didn't feel like it was the most interesting content and it was quite the struggle, so I've just moved them over. Now, there is a reason that I've moved all of them over, and you may think, hey, you've had them in your base for a while, so why, just all of a sudden, are you moving them over? And why does your base look so much cleaner now? It's because I moved them over. But, for real, I'm going to take all of this stuff down, move it temporarily, and then, I'm gonna build my castle. So I'm just gonna move these llamas real quick, and hopefully bring the iron golems over there, and then we'll get right into the time lapse. Let's go. we have built the inside of the castle. Yes, it took a while, many episodes, something like 10 or something. But finally, yeah, we've built it. We still have a courtyard out here in case I want to do anything like a garden or something, and we've moved our storage temporarily. But yeah, we have done the castle, mostly. We still have the interior to do. I think I'm going to put red carpet all through the floors to make no mob spawning. I really like this little thing I've put up here. It's like a kind of throne kind of thing. See? Yeah. I'm on my throne. Ta-da! Anyway. So I think I'm also going to put some decorations up here. I've been working that out in the testing world. I think this is going to be a bedroom. This over here is going to be a potion brewing room. This is going to be a storage area. This is going to be just a lookout area. I'm going to remove the portal later. My pickaxe is at very low durability right now, so I don't want to risk it. This is going to be an enchanting room. I don't know what this is yet. That's going to be a lookout up there. And then I believe we are also going to put in a cellar later at some point. I don't know when we are going to do that, but I think that's going to lead down to our storage area. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a second with a couple interior details done. So, I've gotten back from doing some work on the interior, and you may notice it's night. That will be part of the demonstration in just a minute. But, so I have done a bit of the interior. As you can see, I have carpeted all the floors. I added this nice bookcase-looking thing. We might add a secret door behind this. Nobody knows. We added this nice bench over here with a painting and some more paintings on the walls. Now, up here at the throne area, I added this nice purple banner with a crown on it to represent my throne. Nothing down there yet, but if we just go on up to the second floor, in this room you will see we've created a little bit of a brewing area, not much yet, but we've moved some of the brewing stuff from outside. This is our before chest, this is our after chest, and then if you just come in here, here is a bedroom, and guess what? It has got a working bed. Ta-da! So yeah, we've got a nice old bed with some snow for pillows. Whoa, snow. Some snow for pillows, some carpet for just your sheets, and then it turns out there's a bed underneath, so we can actually sleep in there. It's really cool. It's a cool trick. And if we just go on to the next floor, I have moved all of the enchanting stuff over here. I'm going to add like a grindstone and an anvil in here as well. But for now, this is going to be an ideal setup. And then up here, we've also carpeted this area, but I don't quite know what to do with it yet. If you have any ideas, leave it in the comments below. So yeah, we have done a bunch of decorating and interior design. I might do more later, and we might add on to the basement later, but this is all I have for now. So, I decided I was going to start out on the cellar next, and so I followed out some rooms, and I got this cool design in my creative testing world, and I'm going to give you occasional progress updates whenever I progress a substantial amount. So this is the first one, just cleared out some area. I'll be back with another one in a second. So, I've done a bit more work. This is the second progress update. We have completely made the floor stone and mixed in some andesite, and then we've fitted out the walls with our stone bricks and mixing in some polished andesite. I think these look like good patterns, and they break up the texture, make it more unique. And so we're going to add in some framing and also do the ceiling in just a second. So I have kept, working, and I've filled in the ceiling with a nice pattern that I think looks pretty cool. And I've put these cobblestone dividers in. I think they add texture and more of a feeling of like this being a worn down place. So I'm going to add some interior decorations, and we're going to be back with that in a second. It might take a little while because I will probably need quite a few supplies for this, but mostly a lot of wood, and I'll be back with that in just a second. And so now we have finally finished. So we have added a little bit of a smoker and a blast furnace. I put a campfire into this. It did not have quite the effect I was imagining, but it's still nice to see those smoke particles. We also added a meat locker with slabs of meat. This is supposed to be bones in the slabs of meat, so using the quartz and the netherrack. And I've put some snow around. I was going to add ice, but I don't have any ice. So when I get ice, I'm going to add ice. So it's going to be like just obvious that it's like a cold area, a meat locker. And over here we have our hallways of barrels, which we will use as storage. So we are finished with this area. Remember, we have the smoker over here and the blast furnace over here. So we are done with this area for now. Now let's go on to the next thing. So we've worked on our castle for a while, so what can we do next? My first royal decree, because I guess I'm a royal now. Do not question the illuminated one. My first royal decree is that we shall build a great statue in the village. I think it's really cool how in Optifine they have dynamic lighting. It looks really cool when you just hold a light source in your hand and suddenly start glowing. But anyway, let's get on to that time lapse. The majestic statue with its sword in hand and its beautiful head dressing. Now, we are up here on our castle so that we can get as many views of this as possible. Like that. Boom. And, how about from, yeah, you gotta be careful. Right there. Boom. Beautiful, isn't it? Now let's get a shot from down at the village. Hi-ho, you're gonna wave! And there it is, in the dying sunlight. A beautiful, majestic statue. You can see it from basically anywhere in the village in which you can see it from. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? But it is truly majestic in the dying sunlight. Now, it's time for our next item of business. You might remember that we have quite a few pillagers over on the other side of the castle, all named and saved up, ready for, whatever we want to do with them. Now, I've had some ideas for these guys, and so we'll get to that in just a second. And by that, I mean the pacification of the pillagers. As you can tell, it does not have a crossbow and is not shooting at me. This is Percy Pillager. Percy the Pillager. So we have made a tower for them, just so that we are positive to know where they are. We will take this down as soon as we are done. But leave it in the comments. Do you think we should pacify more, maybe in our next episode or the episode after that? Or do you think we should keep it with just Percy? Let me know in the comments below, and I will take that into account on a future video. Now, on to the next thing. So, as of recording this segment, it is officially the holidays. And so, I have put on my winter skin. Yes, I am wearing a little Santa's hat kind of thing with some flannel and some big old boots. And if you just take a peek, you can see, oops, wrong button, that I have a little snowflake on my back. So, given that it is now the holidays, guess what? Oh, that was way too close. Not mean to do that. We are going to be building a tree. Well, actually, not just, but, probably speaking, it's not. We are going to probably try to be building that right over there-ish. I am hoping it's going to be pretty tall, but you never know. And I'm always looking for more ornaments, so I might show you a clip of that in just a second. But first, let's get on to tree building time. And I'm going to be building this by hand, so that looks more even. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not that great with trees, but it is a first attempt, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty cool looking, like, nice big spruce tree. So let's get on to that right now. Knock, knock.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, good sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How are you doing?
Good. I am doing quite well. So you see, if you look off into the distance over there, you might just see a giant tree. Oops, I fell.
I do see a giant tree.
Okay. Now, this is my holiday tree. So, I have come to seek your assistance.
Alright.
I would like to purchase from you some of your ornaments. I noticed that you had quite a few.
Oh, I do, yes. Let me me just
I think they're in this chest. This one.
there are some in here.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, I do have a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have brought for fair exchange as well as some other things. Okay. Can I come out? Thank you. Some look over here, please. Some cookies. I've brought some cookies.
Impressive.
Okay. So, here is what I'm willing to give you. How many gems would that get me? Oh.
All my gems.
Okay, I actually do not have enough room for all these gems. So there is something I will have to do, okay?
Okay.
Here you go. In case that wasn't enough, I brought that along just in case.
Many thanks.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And so we finished this episode of iCraft today with our castle majestically off in the distance. So beautiful. And on the other side, our tree directly ahead of us. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'm sorry if this last clip is a little more echoey. I just didn't have a great place to record this, but anyway, if you enjoyed this and made it this far in this video, please consider subscribing, because it means you might enjoy this kind of content. Anyway, I'll see you next time.